LeBron James responded to Russell Westbrook's massive shooting slump with support for his teammate and told him to just keep working on it. Stay tuned because in today's video, we are bringing you all the info. Let's get right into it. First, Westbrook and a slump. Russell Westbrook is well aware of his shooting slump. Following Wednesday's loss to the Kings, the mere use of the word slump provoked a comment from Westbrook in a post-game conference. "Man, who you telling?" With a sarcastic look, Westbrook remarked, "Westbrook's performance in Sacramento was his worst part in the past 5 games with a 2 for 14 shooting effort highlighted by a missed three-pointer with 1:07 remaining and the Lakers down by 4 points. Every player in the NBA is prone to slumps, and Westbrook's no exception. However, considering his salary, role within the Lakers, and the expectations put on him and this team, his play over the previous 5 games has sparked special ire among fans. During that time, Westbrook has shot 29.3% from the field on 15 tries a game. He hasn't made a three-pointer in that time, or in the year 2022 for that matter. The cruelest piece of irony is that it has occurred at a time when his turnovers are at their lowest point of the season, averaging just 1 turnover per game over the previous 4 games. Westbrook confident he can push through. Westbrook stated that the term slump is not something he leans on. His strategy is to stay focused on his craft and figure it out. He's in the position of determining the best method to play at the moment, and it's as simple as that. He's confident he'll figure it out and that'll be the end of it. Nothing's happening that hasn't happened before. They have a game on Friday, and the nice thing about the NBA is that he'll be able to go back to the drawing board and look at how he can improve his performance, at least in terms of scoring, and make tweaks and find methods to be able to hit a shot. No stranger to criticism. One of the primary reasons Westbrook was recruited to Los Angeles was to relieve some of the pressure on LeBron James and to act as an insurance policy in the event of a superstar's injury. Instead, with Davis out, James has performed at an MVP level, while Westbrook has slipped further and further out of the driver's seat in recent weeks. Westbrook's no stranger to scrutiny and criticism. He has long been one of the NBA's most divisive characters, frequently finding himself at the center of both criticism and jokes. The most recent incident occurred on Wednesday, when the Kings Arena dubbed Westbrook the ice-cold player of the game while serenading him with the song Cold as Ice during the competition. Westbrook takes all of this positively, stating that if he wasn't doing something right in the game, he wouldn't be getting all this attention. He believes the criticism stems from expectation. Westbrook, like all previous NBA stars, will snap out of his present slump. If anything, Wednesday served as a reminder that basketball is a game, which Westbrook has long been aware of, as he delivered one of his most open, honest, and at times affable press conferences of the season, despite being moments removed from one of his worst games of the year, and without a doubt, his worst stretch. Lakers have his back. Nonetheless, the Lakers have given Westbrook their full support, with both Frank Vogel and LeBron James defending their point guard on Wednesday and throughout the week. "Just keep working," James said of his advice to Westbrook. "Obviously, you just put in the work and trust the work you put into it. He's getting some really good looks. They're just not going down for him. We're all basketball players, NBA players. Everyone gets frustrated when they go through a slump. That's natural." Westbrook's effect on the game has never been confined to his scoring alone, and this has been true despite his recent slump. Westbrook's rebounding has been critical as the Lakers play small, and he's averaging 8 rebounds per game over the previous 5 games, in addition to the aforementioned low turnover figures. Not just Westbrook's fault. Too many times throughout the slump and throughout the season, the Lakers' collective failings have been blamed nearly completely on Westbrook's faults. While Westbrook has struggled in recent weeks, the Lakers' defense has deteriorated in the previous 2 games, and the club as a whole has failed to shoot the ball in defeats to Memphis and Sacramento, despite the presence of few notable players. The Lakers' ever-changing roster has also caused a slew of issues for players attempting to figure out their positions. Despite the fact that Wednesday marked the official start of the second half of the season, Westbrook, Davis, and James have only played 15 games and 291 minutes together this season. With Carmelo Anthony out for Wednesday's game, Westbrook's the only Lakers player to have appeared in every game this season. This despite James and Davis each missing substantial time, and the Lakers switching from a regular lineup to the micro-ball one they've used since Davis's injury. None of this is meant to excuse Westbrook's recent bad performance or to paint it in a more favorable light. Westbrook must improve if the Lakers are to live up to the high expectations placed on them this season, but it's important to remember that Westbrook's not the entire cause of the Lakers' recent troubles, despite the fact that his awful performances have been louder than the rest. The Lakers shouldn't be assessed in their present form without Davis, and Westbrook shouldn't be judged in his current form while slumping. The Lakers aren't as horrible as they have been, and Westbrook isn't as bad as he has been in his past 5 games. In other news, Timberwolves versus Warriors. The Golden State Warriors were defeated 119-99 by the Minnesota Timberwolves on Sunday. The Warriors were without prominent players Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Gary Payton II due to injuries. The Timberwolves were led by Karl Anthony Towns, who scored 16 points in the first half and finished with 26 points and 11 rebounds as they won their 6th game in a row. Green, a 3-time NBA All-Star, did not play for the Warriors due to a disc problem in his lower back, while Curry, the Warriors' past MVP, was out with a hand injury. The Warriors had no answer for Towns, while off the Minnesota bench, Jalen Noel and Malik Beasley totaled for 30 33 points, including 8 3-pointers to help clinch the Timberwolves' victory. Jordan Poole led the Warriors in scoring with 20 points, but he only had 3 assists and 4 turnovers. The Warriors' 4-game road journey came to an end with the setback. Kevin Durant of the Brooklyn Nets has been diagnosed with sprained medial collateral ligament in his left knee, the team revealed on Sunday, and will be out indefinitely. Durant was injured in a collision with 5 minutes and 38 seconds left in the second quarter against the New Orleans Pelicans on Saturday. At halftime, the Nets stated that he would not be returning. He managed to score 12 points in just 12 minutes. Durant was injured when teammate Bruce Brown collided with a driving Herbert Jones and tumbled backward onto him. Durant grasped his knee, attempted to walk it off, and then begged to be taken out of the game. When he exited the arena in the fourth quarter, he walked with a limp. According to ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski, there's optimism that Durant will be out 4 to 6 weeks. Durant returned to the lineup after sitting out Thursday's defeat to Oklahoma City to relax on the second night of a back-to-back. This was the 4th game the Nets played in 5 nights. In Brooklyn, the 11-time All-Star is having an MVP-caliber season, averaging a league-leading 29.7 points, 7.5 rebounds, and 5.9 assists, while shooting 52% from the floor. Phoenix Suns versus Detroit Pistons. The Suns smashed the Pistons, who had Cade Cunningham expelled, with Devin Booker shining. The Phoenix Suns defeated the Detroit Pistons 135-108 on Sunday afternoon, powered by Booker's 30 points in 30 minutes. Booker hit 11 of 18 field goal tries and did not play in the fourth quarter. Cameron Payne scored 20 points, had 5 rebounds and 5 assists, and fellow reserve JaVale McGee added 20 points and 6 rebounds on 9 of 10 shooting from the field. Landry Shamet scored 11 points for Phoenix, and Chris Paul had 10 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. Michael Bridges added 10 points for the Suns, who have had the best record in the league and won 6 of their past 7 games. Cade Cunningham of the Detroit Pistons, the first selection in the 2021 draft, was expelled after receiving 2 technical fouls in the third quarter. That second technical occurred when he gestured to a Suns player after dunking, which the officials mistook for taunting. Cunningham managed to finish with 21 points in 25 minutes. And that's a wrap for this video. Do you believe Russell's slump will be over soon? Hey, let us know, and we'll see you in the next one.